know the vibe.
What's up, YouTube? We is back, y'all. We is back with another official banger, y'all. So check me out. I told y'all that I was going to give y'all a video about how I felt. I was going to give y'all a video about the Ravens schedule and break down my wins and losses. So instead of me like sitting here breaking it down and writing it all down, like I'm gonna just do it with you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just gonna do it live here, and I'm gonna put my wins, losses right here, and calculate their record, right? So I got a pen, piece of paper here, got my pen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna write it down right here, right? But also, I made sure I pulled up the Ravens schedule for y'all, as y'all can see. Ravens schedule all right here. Got me? But I'm going to also put it up on the video over here. It's going to be over here. I don't know. But we're going to be like, we're going to look at it and we're going to go down to detail. So I'm going to post it up here. So as I'm talking about it, you can see it too. Like I said also in my last video, for you guys to send me, you can send me your team and I could do your teams too. All right? So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's run down. Like I said, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be as honest as possible about exactly how I feel about each game. You know what I mean? It's early, but I'm just giving y'all an early one. You know, as we get maybe closer down, maybe I can revise it. Because like I said, I really don't know exactly what the team is going to look like. The team, I don't know how many people are coming back healthy. I don't know if Marcus Peters is going to start the week 1 off. I don't know if J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, which is our 2 running backs, if they're going to be healthy and good to go for week 1. I don't know how Tyler Linderbaum is going to look, which was one of our first picks of the draft on the offensive line. I don't know what Morgan Moses is going to look like at right tackle. I don't know if he's going to be strong enough there. I don't know if our starting left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, if he's going to be back week 1. I'm hoping. I don't know what Kyle Hamilton's going to look like. I don't know what Chuck Clark's going to be here because there's rumors out there that Chuck Clark is not happy and, he might want to be traded. So a lot of things are iffy is what I want to say, iffy. So, but I'm just going to give y'all what I feel at the moment. And I'm going to be as honest as possible because I feel like a lot of Ravens fans, we're too biased of our team. And that's cool. That's cool with how you feel. But, like, let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, last season was rough. You know what I mean? But, like, to be in some of those games that we were in, like, this team showed great fight. You know what I mean? But a lot of those games I just knew we weren't going. We didn't have the firepower. But for them to show the fight that they did, I appreciated that. You know what I mean? Them guys fought hard. You know what I mean? They still gave fans something to cheer for, even though they didn't get the wins. So, in my mind, this is a revenge tour. In the Ravens' mind, it's a revenge tour. So I'm just hoping that if they feel like this is a revenge tour, they're going to come out like it's a revenge tour. They're going to come out with fire in their bellies, and they're going to come out like road runners, and they're just going to run through it. But in any football season, you're not going undefeated. There's going to be some bumps, some rolls, all of that. That's what makes your team. That's going to show how your team can bounce back, how tough they are, mentally and physically a part of the game. There's going to be some losses. That's just what happens. Like injuries. Injuries happen. That's a part of the game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So y'all know it's three preseason games. I really don't get into those because those games are just like, I don't know, you could say like a practice games for them. So those games to me, those games are for guys that's trying to make the team and then rookies to get their little feet wet of the early part of the season. But those games are not the games. So those 3 preseason games we're just going to go ahead and go by them. But I can tell you what the 3 preseason games are. So their first preseason game is against the Titans. Their second one is against the Cardinals. And then their last one is against the Washington Commanders. The Titans come here. They go to Arizona. And the Commanders come here. So I can give y'all that. I'm not going to give y'all one loss. I don't care. You know what I mean? We don't care about none of that. So what we're going to do is right here. All right, so we're starting with week 1. So week 1, as y'all know from my last video, I said we play the AFC East the first 4 weeks, right? So week 1, we play against the Jets. So let's see, we got the Jets over here. So we can write that down. All right, so we got the Jets. See, first week 1, the Jets. So I feel like the Ravens are going to win this game against the New York Jets. New York Jets are an upcoming team. They had a great draft. They got Sauce Gardner, which I would have loved for the Ravens to got. They also got Jermaine Johnson, which is a great pass rusher from the University of Florida State. And they got Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, wide receiver. Great receiver, great route runner, great hands. Then last year they got Zach Wilson, which is their quarterback for the future for them. Great quarterback out of BYU. Let's see, what else? Oh, and they got this massive offensive lineman over there. I mean, he's a beast. I can't remember his name. Golly. I can't remember the kid's name, but he's an animal. Great offensive lineman. C.J. Mosley, who used to play for us a couple years ago, is over there as their middle linebacker. I got a C.J. Mosley jersey. I wore that when I went to Vegas, my C.J. Mosley jersey. I was a fan of C.J. Mosley when he was here. I have no ill will to him. I mean, I guess he felt like the Ravens didn't want to pay him a certain amount of money. I think the money that the Jets paid him was overpaying him, and that's the reason why the Ravens didn't pay him. But the Jets' defense is going to be a pretty good, decent defense. They let one of their safeties go on free agency. I think his last name was May. He went to the New Orleans Saints. So I guess that was where New Orleans Saints replacing their safety because we took their safety Marcus Williams in free agency, which I hope he's going to be a great fit for us. But I just believe that the Jets are young and they're upcoming, and I'm not saying that they're not ready. I'm just saying that the path that the Ravens are on is just a little different from what the Jets are on right now. Yeah, I know they're trying to make their way and, get their thing going so they can be in there, good in their division. I just think that the Ravens are the better team. They're going to come out. Going to be a little doggy fight earlier, but Lamar Jackson will take over eventually, and I believe that Ravens defense is going to be a lot stronger than it was last year. I'm hoping and praying that my secondary and all my guys are there. Pass rush-wise, I'm worried, but we're going to see. But I believe the Ravens are the better team and that they should pull this one out. So I'm going to take the Ravens week 1 against the Jets. I know people like to lay scores and stuff. It's just too early for me to be laying scores. You know what I mean? Like, it's too early. I can't give y'all a score right now. It's just too early. I mean, we in May right now. Football don't start till September, so I'm not sure about a score-wise. I'm just going to say I believe the Ravens win against the Jets. Then, let's see. Week 2, we got the Miami Dolphins. Now, if y'all follow me like y'all follow me, y'all already know how I feel and how PO'd I am. I flew all the way to Miami for a Thursday night football game to watch the Ravens get their tail kicked. They got murdered out there. Hot in the stadium, sweating like crazy. You already know. I was pissed. So, for me, they should be pissed. This should be a game that they pissed about because they know they should have lost that game. But let's not oversleep Miami because Miami, they went ahead and got Tyreek Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs. If y'all know, Kansas City had Tyreek Hill, fast, dynamic receiver, great hands, and speed. So they got some good receivers over there. They got Tyreek. They got the kid from Alabama. Man, these names be slipping my mind. I'm trying to think. It'll come to me. But they got a receiver from there. Then they got a nice little running back trio. They did got a lot of running backs in this offseason. So they got some decent backs over there. But their defense, I mean, as y'all noticed, last year their defense was what shut us down. So their defense is no joke. They got some ballers over there. They got some good corners. Their linebacking core is good. Their safety, they had a young safety. Actually, their safety over there was his rookie year, and he was pretty good. So I'm not going to sleep on Miami because Miami got a good defense. But I still believe that the Ravens should pull this one out too. Like I said, this is revenge tour. So they're on the list for the revenge. I like Tua when he was in Bama, but I mean, Tua in Miami, I think Tua is still growing. And honestly, this is the year that they're gonna figure out if they're gonna keep Tua or not. Because Tua gotta get the job done. And he really hasn't been getting that job done. So I believe they're gonna come out with their hair on fire. I just believe that the Ravens, this is a revenge game. This game right here is a game where you get payback back. You went to Miami and they spanked you. They come into your house. You need to spank them. So that's how I feel about that game. And I believe the Ravens are good enough to win that game. All right. So we're going to move on to week 3. Number 3. Week 3, we got the New England Patriots. My cousin Damon, if you're watching this, we got you week 3, baby. All the smack talk that you be talking, we got you week 3, baby. You already know I'm sending you messages and everything. But week 3, we got the New England Patriots. New England got a good defense. Very good defense. Actually, they got one of our players from us last year. They took Matthew Judon. Matthew Judon had a great year last year. I think he had like 12 sacks or something like that. You know what I mean? He hit the double-digit mark. When he was here with the Ravens, he never got double-digit sacks. I don't know if that's because of the system that we ran here or if it was because Matthew couldn't get over the hump. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. Because, like I said, it could have been the system because, you know, I watch other people talk about, you know, the difference that's going to be between Mike McDonald's defense, who is our defensive coordinator now, and then from our defensive coordinator from last year, you know, how different their defenses are. So, I don't know if that was a problem. Just like how Hollywood said he don't like the system here for him doesn't work. So it basically wasn't like about Lamar, it was about Greg Roman. And if y'all know, and y'all know me well, I'm not fond of Greg Roman at all. I'm waiting for the day for John Harbaugh to figure it out for himself. Because Greg Roman is the biggest problem that we have on this team. And in order for us to have good receivers and get over that hump, Greg Roman's got to go. But I'm going to leave that conversation for another day because we're here to talk about this schedule. So the Patriots, who we got that time, I said they got good defense. Mac Jones is their quarterback from the University of Alabama. They picked him last year, so he was their starting quarterback this year. Their receiving core was very slow last year. They picked up some speed from a wide receiver. I think his name is something with a T. He's from Baylor. Speedster, I think he ran like a 4.21. So they got some speed on there as a wide receiver over there. I mean, it's Belichick. Belichick's going to have something for you. You already know. Belichick's a great coach. He's always going to have something steady for you. 'you. 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 Like I said, I'm not being biased. I just believe that the Ravens are going to pull this one out too. I believe the Ravens are the better team than they are. They still have weaknesses on offense, and they're not a strong offense. Not only that, they don't know who their offensive coordinator is. Their offensive coordinator is actually the head football coach for the Las Vegas Raiders right now, which is Josh McDaniels. So Josh McDaniels took the job for the Raiders. They never replaced him. They never replaced that position. So I don't know how they're going to do that. If that's an in-house situation, I don't know what they got going on. I just believe last year they were handicapped at offense a little bit, and I didn't see too many things that they did to improve their offense. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see a lot of things that they did to make their offense any better. So I believe that offense is still going to be a little vanilla, whereas though the Ravens offense should be a lot more explosive and the defense will be a lot better than it was last year. And that's what I believe will overtake the New England Patriots. So we're going to week 4. Week 4, we got Buffalo Bills coming to the Baltimore Ravens. Man, you got Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. I know we're not supposed to put it like that, like those two against each other, because they're not playing against each other. You got Josh Allen playing against the Baltimore Ravens defense, and you got Lamar Jackson playing against the Buffalo Bills defense. Buffalo Bills got some ballers over there. They got Stephon Diggs, great receiver, great route runner, great hands. Then they got the running back from Georgia. Man, great pickup he was. I think it's Cook, James Cook. That's his name. James Cook. So they got James Cook out of Georgia, who they drafted. Then they took Elam from Florida. I think he has safety or something like that to put in their secondary. They already had good secondary to me. They had a good defense. They got great pass rush. And then you bringing in Von Miller. Remember Von Miller won a Super Bowl last year with the Rams. So now Von Miller's over there with the Buffalo Bills. So Buffalo Bills defense is, I mean, it was already good, but then you just add to it. Like you piling it on. That defense is really good. Josh Allen was, listen, my hat's off to you. I wish I had a hat right here, but my hat's off to you, Josh Allen. You had a great year last year. That game that they had against Kansas City was an amazing game. Back and forth, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Great game. So with that being said, I believe this is the Ravens' first loss. Keep it 100. So I had the Jets, and then we had the Patriots right here, because I need to write this down. And then I got the Bills right here, right? So yeah, I'm calling this a loss. And this is our second home game. Yeah, Buffalo is tough. I believe that we will get over Buffalo once we get to the postseason, but it's early, and I believe this is a bump that we just take. And it's a learning experience too, but I believe Buffalo going to come on all cylinders, man, and I just think that that's going to be a loss. That'll be our first loss of the season, which is okay. I mean, you can take losses. It's fine. So, yeah, Buffalo got a good team, man. Josh Allen, them boys, they running. They running on, clicking on all cylinders. So, week 5. Week 5, we got the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football. I'm going to be in the house. I'm going to be in the house. I might be at that Buffalo game, too. I don't know if I might sell my ticket. I don't know if I'm going to sell my ticket or not, because I think I might go to that Buffalo game, too. But I'm definitely going to be in the house for that Cincinnati game. I got bad blood for myself. The way Cincinnati dogged us last year, we ain't had no secondary. Joe Burrow, you was celebrating, hoop, putting up all the points on us, putting it on the guys that we picked up off the street. Guess what? The guys ain't going to be on the street this time, Joe Burrow. Let me see what you got this time. Let's go. We got our starters now, buddy. See how many points you put up this time. Let's see how many times we sack you, because that's what it's going to be. Sunday Night Football is going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. Oh, yeah, Joe Burrow, you're going to catch everything. Yeah, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens when we play the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football in Baltimore. For sure I am. We're going to turn up that night. For sure. It's going to be loud and crazy, and we're going to get that. So, yes, I understand what Joe Burrow got. I understand they got Jamar Chase. I understand that wide receiver trio over there. I don't care. Payback time. Putting all the points and yards on us, thinking that's... Yes. Revenge tour is like this. This is how we get down. Eat some grass that night, Joe Burrow. Yes. Revenge tour is on. So, yes, I'm taking Baltimore against Cincinnati, Week 5, Sunday Night Football. We in there. So we got the Bengals, or should I say the Bungles. Write them down right here on this paper. So I'm going to record it because, like I said, I'm going to come back to it. All right. So then Week 6. Week 6, we got the New York Football Giants. Now, our defensive coordinator, who we had last year, is a defensive coordinator for the New York Football Giants. This game scares me a lot because our defensive coordinator knows what our offensive coordinator does, which is old predictable Greg Roman. I gotta do a video about Greg Roman. I am not a fan of Greg Roman, but I'm moving on. Like I said, because we talk about the schedule. So, the New York Giants, you got Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback. This is make or break year for him. If he don't do something, they definitely getting rid of him. Daniel Jones has been a disappointment. And I don't know if it's been just been him. It could have been the system around him too. You know what I mean? Like, I can't put it all on the player because you got to coach these guys up. So I can't put all of it on, but I am going to put some of it on. Daniel Jones has been bad. Who else they got over there? Saquon Barkley. Only if he could have stayed healthy, man, he'd probably be one of the best running backs in the NFL. When he came out, I wanted him in Baltimore so bad. Saquon was at Penn State. Saquon was something special at Penn State. What else they got over there? Wide receiver wise, their wide receiver core is okay. I'm gonna say average at best. I'm trying to think. They did. Oh, okay. They picked Evan Neal from the University of Alabama, offensive tackle. So that should strengthen their offensive line because that's one of the issues that they had in New York. Their offensive line was poor, and that's why I say I can't put it all on Daniel Jones because there was a lot of things that was not intact. That was porous. What else? They picked up Kevon Thibodeaux, which I thought. I like Kevon Thibodeaux too. There was so much talk around him, because he liked Ray Lewis and he, followed the Ravens, and I guess he wanted to be a Raven, but it didn't happen that way. I mean, he got drafted number 5. I picked 1 until 14, so it's kind of hard to get up there and get him. They had a nice draft. I mean, they need to get better. They had some rough years, but they'll only go as far as Daniel Jones will take them. And I think Brian Dable is their head coach now, which he was the offense coordinator for the Buffalo Bills last year. Good coordinator. He also came from the University of Alabama, if you guys know. I'm just trying to spit y'all some information that I do know about some of these people. So yes, Brian Dable was the offense coordinator at the University of Alabama. He left the University of Alabama to go coach for the Buffalo Bills. I think he was with the Buffalo Bills for like 2 seasons. And then now he is the head coach for the New York Football Giants. So, with that being said, with this New York game and this Baltimore game, man, I mean, that defense is the part that's going to bother me, because Wink, which was our old defense coordinator, Wink Martindale, he knows Greg Roman. So my only thing is Greg Roman going to have the wrinkles in there to be able to switch it up, because man, he's gonna have some wrinkles in there. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to say the Baltimore Ravens win this game too. And the only reason why I say that is because Daniel Jones is not a great quarterback, and he makes mistakes. And I feel like he will make mistakes in this game, and the Ravens will capitalize on his mistakes. So I'm going to say that Daniel Jones is the reason why we get this dub against the Giants. Next week is week 7. Week 7, right? We got the Cleveland Browns coming to Baltimore. So, Sean Watson is their new quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. There's no more Baker Mayfield for them. They also picked up Amari Cooper from the Dallas Cowboys. And who else they got over there? Of course, you know about their running back trio, their running back games over there. They got some legit running backs. Their running backs are animals. Cleveland got a good football team. They do. Myles Garrett, sack man. I'm wondering if they're going to get Jadeveon Clowney back or not. I don't know. It hasn't been said yet, but yeah, it's going to be a bomb burner. Usually Cleveland and Baltimore are split, so I'm going to go on a limb and say that we win this game too, because usually Cleveland and Baltimore are split. So this is going to be interesting to see with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson, they've been battling since college. Deshaun Watson went to Clemson. Lamar Jackson was at Louisville. Louisville and Clemson used to play against each other. It was ACC battles. So it was great games. I think Lamar lost every time that they played against Clemson when Deshaun Watson was there. And then Deshaun Watson was a Houston Texan. We played against Houston Texans twice when he was there, and they beat him twice. So this is going to be interesting to see. So, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that we win that game too. Like I said, we normally split with Cleveland anyway, so that means I'll be giving Cleveland the next one. Then week 8 is a Thursday night game, which I say is a toss-up for me if I'm going to go or not. But it's against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is Tom Brady and those boys. So, Thursday night football game under the lights in Tampa Bay. Great. It's going to be a great atmosphere, great game. But I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As much as I want to say the Ravens are going to win, like I said, I can't be biased at all. So, I'm going to say Tampa Bay win. Of course, their quarterback is Tom Brady. Tom, the GOAT, old man Brady. You got the receivers. What we got over there? They got Chris Godwin as one of their receivers. You got Mike Evans as the other receiver. I don't know if Gronkowski's going to come back or not. He still hasn't made that announcement if he's going to come back or not. Their defense will be a little bit different. But I think they'll still be a good, decent team. I just think that us going on the road, short week after coming off a big game from Cleveland, I just think that we'll get caught up in this one. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the Week 8 matchup against that game. It'll be, I'll take Tampa Bay to win that game. So the next game, it is Week 9, and it is the Saints. So the Ravens at the Saints. This is the game I told y'all that I'm going to. We get on the plane. We flying to New Orleans. We just going to have I can't wait to taste some of that food down there. I want to see that stadium go. Man, listen, I can't wait to go to New Orleans, y'all. And y'all going to go with me. We going to have fun. But anyway, let's get back into it. So New Orleans, this is a Monday night football game. So this is going to be loud, wild, and crazy. Jameis Winston is their starting quarterback. If y'all been following, they just signed Jarvis Landry yesterday. I'm kind of pooped about that because I thought the Ravens should have signed him, but they didn't get him. Okay, they got Jarvis Landry. They got one of my favorite running backs. I love Alvin Kamara. Man, he's a great running back. Man, he's good, man. Got Alvin Kamara. Their defense is good too. Man, I want to pick Baltimore so bad on this because I think Baltimore, coming off that loss against Tampa Bay, going to be upset Monday night. They're going to come out and they're going to show out. But I'm going to take the Saints. They're going to squeak it out on us. Dang. I really want to take the Ravens on that, but I think the Saints going to sneak this one out on us Monday Night Football. I hope not. Like, I honestly hope that we do go down there and beat them, but I think the Saints are going to sneak that one out on us. They got some good receivers down there. They got Jarvis now. They took Chris Olave from the University of Ohio State. They got and they got my man Mike. Oh, I forgot he was out last year. He was hurt, so he'll be back. I'm trying to remember his last name. It's not coming to me right now, but they got a good receiving core. And they got Alvin Kamara, which is a great running back. They got a good defense, too. Don't sleep on them. But, I mean, like I said, we could pull it out. Like I said, we took Marcus Williams from them, which was their safety. So we're going to see. All right, then week 10, the Ravens have a bye week. So that's a good week to get their rest, get themselves back together. You know, they're coming off 2 tough losses. And get your mind right mentally, get yourself back into it. And we're going to dive right into week 11 where we play the Carolina Panthers. So, and the Carolina Panthers come here. I'm saying, after they came out on 2 losses, Ravens come back fired up, and they just slapped Carolina. I mean, shellacked them. Come back with a big dub. Carolina, their starting quarterback is who? Man. I'm trying to think who their starting quarterback is right now. It'll come to me. But he ain't that good. Their best player is Christian McCaffrey, which is a running back. He came from the University of Stanford. Hopefully he's healthy at that time because he's had a lot of health issues throughout his career in the NFL. So, but Christian McCaffrey is a great player, great running back. They got a solid, good defense too. They got some good corners. They got I think his name is J.C. Horn, which is who they drafted last year at cornerback, and which his father was a wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints years ago. So he's a great corner. They're good on, like I said, they're good on defense. They was dominant on defense last year, you know, in the beginning of the season. So can't sleep on them, but I just feel like the Ravens come back off of a bye week, fresh, ready to go, and they lay down a beatdown. So we're going week 12. Week 12, we get back on the jet, fly out to Florida, and we go play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville got Trevor Lawrence is their starting quarterback. I believe that the Jaguars will be a better football team than what they was last year. I believe that their head coach last year was the problem for the reason why they were so bad last year. But they were still a young team, so they were learning. They had the first pick of the draft this year, which they took Trayvon Walker from the University of Georgia. Great defensive end. He's going to be a great pass rusher for them, so he should be also great for them. Their defense was pretty strong. I think that where they might fall weak at is their middle linebacker, because I feel like Miles Jack, who they had, was a great player in the center of their defense. Now he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's going to be a great matchup, but I believe the Ravens will pull this one out too. The younger team, they still learn how to win, where the Ravens, they just more vet savvy and they know how to win. But I believe Jacksonville will be a lot better than what they were last year. They're going to still have some growing pains, but I believe they'll be a lot better. And Trevor Lawrence, he's going to catch on this year, and he's going to get it too. but I still believe the Ravens will pull that victory out. Then we move into Week 13. The Denver Broncos come here to us. So if you guys know, the Denver Broncos, they traded for Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson was the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Now he is the quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos had a good defense last year. Nick Chubb is one of their defensive ends, great pass rusher. They did, in the beginning of the season, they did have, I think they started out like 3 or 4-0 last year. So they were rocking and rolling. Then they met the Ravens, and the Ravens slowed their roll up a little bit. So, this is Denver coming from over to Baltimore. Man, this is a hard game to pick. Because, you know, we riding high. We just beat the Panthers in Jacksonville. I mean, and the Broncos ain't going to be nothing to sleep on, too. Because, like I said, Russell is good. He got Jerry Jeudy as one of his receivers. His receiving core is daggone decent. Melvin Gordon is one of his running backs. Man, this is going to be a tough pick for me. Wow. I want to say the Ravens pull this one out. This is a hard game to pick because, like I said, and a lot of this depicts on what the Ravens are going to look like, especially defensively. But I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say the Ravens are going to go ahead and pull this one out against the Broncos because it's at home. I'm going to give them the home field advantage on that, and I'm going to say the Ravens pull it out and they beat the Broncos. So let's move on. We're going to move on to Week 14. Week 14, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all know I do not like the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. I cannot stand the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. No more Ben Roethlisberger's over there. Big Ben is gone. But their defense is still legit. They have the Defensive Player of the Year over there. Kenny Pickett, they drafted in the first round to be a quarterback there, but I don't know if it's going to be him or if it's going to be Mitchell Trubisky. I don't know. That's going to be a battle out for that quarterback position. It could be the young cat Mitchell Trubisky. The young cat Kenny Pickett, or it could be Mitchell Trubisky. I don't know if Mitchell Trubisky got a bad rap or not. I don't know. I feel like Chicago, he was up and down. He played in Buffalo last year under Brian Day was the offense coordinator, like I told you, who's a coach for the Giants this year. He got a chance to learn under Josh Allen. Maybe that helped him. I don't know, but the Pittsburgh Steelers always have a great defense. But like I told y'all, this is revenge tour for me. So I am going to mark that one down as a dub because we owe the Steelers from that one, and I just believe that is a game that we take from them. And that's in Pittsburgh. The Ravens can go in Pittsburgh and they win. They've done it several times. I believe that Pittsburgh still got issues and problems, and I just believe that we're the better team. Then we come back, and this game right now, it says it's going to be either on Saturday or Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. Like I told y'all, we split with them, so we ain't going to get into that because y'all already know. So Cleveland Browns, I'm going to give y'all dub. The Brownies. So Cleveland, y'all get that dub. That'll be a loss that we take. Then we turn around and we play the Atlanta Falcons on a Saturday, which is Christmas Eve. Atlanta Falcons, their starting quarterback is Marcus Mariota. They have a great tight end, Kyle Pitts, came out of the University of Florida. They drafted him last year. Then they took Drake London this year, wide receiver from USC. Great hands, big body wide receiver. But I believe that it's still not enough. I believe Atlanta, they're not there yet. Baltimore gets Atlanta. So, ATL, much as I love y'all, y'all won't be winning that one that day. Then after that, we got 2 more games left, guys. We got the Steelers at the Ravens. Like I said, I do not like the Steelers. I do not think the Steelers are that good. I think the Steelers have issues. I don't think the Steelers are good enough. So But the Steelers, somehow, some way, they always find a way to play great football. And they always play good against us. But this, to me, we sweep the Steelers. The Steelers have swept us the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. I know they beat us twice last year. The year before that, I think they beat us twice too. I don't know. But we get to sweep this year. And I'm taking the Ravens over the Steelers again. I just feel like they're missing piece. Their weaknesses is on offense. And it's going to kind of show. And they're going to go through their little growing pains. They still going to be a decent team because they always are. I just don't think they're enough team to get themselves over the hump that they want to try to get to. All right. And then the last game of the season is against the Bengals. I don't like the Bengals. Joe Burrow, you know I don't like them. But I'm going to give y'all that dub. Last game of the season. I feel like the Ravens might rest some players from what I got them winning or what their stuff look like. So I'm going to take that loss against the Bengals, because that's what I'm calling them, the Cincinnati Bengals. So with that being said, y'all, this is what it's looking like for me. If y'all can see, we got the Jets, Miami, the Pats, the Bills, Cincy, Giants, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Saints. What did I say? That is, the Panthers. Then we got Jacksonville. Then that's the Broncos, the Steelers, Cleveland, Atlanta, the Steelers, and Cincinnati. So as y'all can see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 wins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 and 5 is what I got the Ravens for next season, which will put them in the playoffs. I don't know. That's definitely a division winner. They should be a division winner with that. It depends, because it depends on whatever division. But I got them splitting with Cleveland, sweeping the Steelers, and splitting with Cincinnati. So that would make them 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2 in the division. So we'll see. But that 12 and 5 definitely puts them in the playoffs. If y'all like this video, let me know if y'all like it, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, turn me up. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, 12 and 5 is what I feel like. So, like I said, if y'all want me to do y'all teams too, just leave me something in the description saying, hey, what you think about my team or whatever. And I'll definitely do that for y'all too. So with that being said, make sure y'all, like I said again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, turn me up, man. I love y'all, man. One love, man. Y'all the best. The best. And I will see y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.